then go and have a look on my Facebook. Right, this is Jeanette from the UK. Did you find it easy to step out into the limelight? I still find I am lacking in confidence after all these years. I believe in myself and my gift, and so why am I afraid to do this? Thank you, Heidi. This is a really good question, Jeanette, because there are a lot of very talented sensitives who are a little bit scared of really kind of stepping out there. And I'll tell you what the fear is. The fear is rejection, and the fear is not being good enough. Now, those are normal human emotions and things that you experience. The only way to settle those down, or to begin to settle those down, is to push yourself out there a little bit. The way that I used to do things in the very early stages, and I'm sure some of you have heard this before, which is I used to get ways of practicing, okay, in order to define my own confidence in my ability. Was, bearing in mind I had no one to practice with. It was back in the kind of day when psychic skills, ability and that kind of thing was very much hush-hush and quite a taboo subject. So I didn't really have that much support around me, which is primarily why I give this level of support, because I know what you feel. What I used to do was, I used to get, and I still do to a certain extent, is because it's just my kind of fun thing, is I will get things like celebrity magazines, so things like OK magazine, I don't know, Reveal magazine, Closer, all those sorts of magazines which are mostly pictures. And what I used to do was look through them, and I would tune into the people who are in them, because obviously they're well-known people, celebrities, and I would say, oh, in my mind, oh, this is going on around them, they're having this experience, and this is what's happening for them at this time in their life. This is what I feel is coming up for them, this is what I reckon is going on. And then what I used to do was, because you could keep a record of it, you could keep a knowledge of this, because obviously you'd then be able to have, read the magazine the next month or the next week or the next couple of weeks time, and you would have found that your thoughts would have been answered. Now then you're building your confidence, because you'll be able to say to yourself, oh yes, I was right on that, oh, I got that one a little bit wrong, I wonder why that was, oh, I'll refer to how I felt at the time. It's an excellent way to practice without you feeling that you've got to overcome that feeling of rejection. Okay, it's a brilliant way to practice, and I tell you, I did that, and I still do, for fun now. It's my way of relaxing. I think, oh, I'll go through this magazine and come up with this, that and the other, as an experiment, just to see, because I'm curious. Part of your whole development and what makes you a great psychic is your curiosity to understand and to know more and to recognize certain energies when they appear. So in doing that, what you'll find is that it's a really helpful way of getting comfortable without putting yourself in a situation of being uncomfortable. The other thing that I used to do, and I don't think there's quite so much of the opportunity for it now, but obviously there used to be, I used to go to antique fairs, that kind of stuff, and I would go around and pick up the jewellery, the second-hand jewellery, and I'm sure it was kept a close eye on, because obviously I would pick an item up, say a ring or something, and I would hold it in my, wouldn't necessarily be looking at it, I'd be holding it in my hand, getting the feel for it, the vibration of it, and just seeing if I could recognise different types of vibrations. So I was using, for instance, the visual senses with the magazines, and the feeling senses with picking up these pieces of jewellery. So I used to go around and pick them up and put them down, and just get a feel of different frequencies and different vibrations. Jewellery is easiest because it's metal, so it holds vibration well, so it's an easy place to start. And then what I used to do is, once I kind of got the hang of that, then I used to pick up books, for instance, old books, and you can feel the vibrations of people who've owned them. You can feel the vibrations of the person who's written them by just picking them up and just gauging the feel of it. But you need a little bit, probably a bit of practice with the easier items such as jewellery first. And then I used to do it with things like, I spent hours at these antique fairs. I used to pick up things like vases and stuff like that, see if I could feel the vibration, sit in chairs, old chairs, to see who I could feel who'd owned this particular chair, all that kind of stuff. Brilliant way of practicing, again, without you having to feel on the spot or put in an uncomfortable position, getting very used to experiencing different vibrations. Thinking about it now, actually, probably the easiest option as far as that's concerned is things like car boot fairs, that kind of thing, because obviously it gives you a lot of ability to go and pick things up and experience different vibrations. If the antique fairs aren't quite such a thing of popularity these days. I have heard though that they're coming back in, so maybe it will be something you can go and have a look at. But certainly that would help to alleviate those feelings. Oh, this is a good one. This is Yolanda from UK. How do you reach the point where you can